Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Janisah and I come from class of PBA. My study number is 2302110030. So in this video I want to read text article about US cities, past and present. So please watch video until the end, okay? US cities, past and present. Dr. Carlos Adrian, a political science professor at the University of California at Riverside, has made a 20-year study of the problems of American cities. The results are presented in a book called History of American City Governments, 1075 to 1870. 1. The problems of the nation's cities: pollution, crime, riots, a lack of planning, transportation are bad, but they were worse in the so-called good old days. According to Dr. Carlos Adrian, he gives pollution from automobiles as one example. He agrees that it might be bad now, but he states that there was a lot of pollution from horses and other animals in American cities in the 19th century. 2. Most cities had their own slaughterhouse where cows and pigs were killed a century ago. They were careless about throwing out the remains of their animals and that sort of thing, he said. And the sewer system for waste disposal was almost non-existent. 3. Some of the problems that better had people living in the cities during that period are still with us. Poor planning, problems in low-income neighborhoods, police relations, and public transportation. 4. Pollution was a very important problem of city governments in the last century, particularly with regard to water supplies. Dr. Adrian said, they had some idea that water could be polluted, but they didn't know how trying to get pure water was a big problem. 5. People like to talk about the good old days, but actually the cities of the 19th century were dirty and in many ways filthier than today. Communicable disease was a great concern. There was still smallpox and also yellow fever, malaria, cholera, and typhoid. The infant death rate was high and there were other dangers as well. 6. It is true that people were not being killed by cars. However, they often were killed or seriously injured by a runaway horse. It was quite common, Dr. Adrian said. 7. Crime was a great concern that too, according to Dr. Adrian. Mugging wasn't as common then, he said, but it did exist. Pickpockets were very skilled too, although from the 1030s on there were a lot of summer ghetto riots. That was not just something from the 1009 and 70 and 6 and 60s. There were several causes, but basically it was because many people moved to the cities from rural areas. 8. Planning of cities and their neighborhoods was controlled by late speculators and real estate developers who were only interested in making money. 9. Finally, Dr. Adrian thinks that the situation and problem facing American cities have not changed so much, and he suggests that we look back at the past and try to learn from it. Okay, enough. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video, guys.